Realistically, I want like basically, I want to consider about as 2 months time is required to grab these things, to grab the opportunities. So how these 2 months is? 2 months is very simple here. Have a perfect schedule, perfect curriculum. The first week you need to do this, second week this, third week this, fourth week this, fifth after the 6, 7, 8 weeks. Sixth week onwards, your resume should be in market. I have a perfect curriculum like if you are interested to work with 8 hours a day, 50% of the time you need to concentrate on subject size and remaining like 50% and like 2 hours. For example, if you consider 8 hours a day, 4 hours you need to consider about subject wise. 2 hours is for interview preparation and resume. The most lot of people made a big mistake is with their resume is not good and their communication skills is not good. These are all the big issues. We need to practice from day one itself. We don't care about the communication. We are not going to talk like a Shakespeare, but at the same time, subject wise, you need to communicate perfectly. So you need to practice those things from day one itself. After that, market. What is required for market? The market is, for example, everybody now consider about SAS. After completion of SAS, are you going to get a job? Absolutely no. You are not going to get a job. You need to learn a lot of things along with the SAS. Along with SAS, you need to learn a lot of things. That is the biggest problem. I saw a lot of your resumes. You won't believe it. Yesterday or day before yesterday, we gave a small advertisement. I have 120 resumes with me. But when I've seen resumes, if the resume has, there is no smooth path. There is a lot of gaps there itself. That is the biggest problem. They are not able to get an interview. So you need to prepare the first draft of resume first week, then second draft second week, third draft third week. Similarly, up to fourth weeks, you need to prepare your resume every week. Check with the first version of the resume and the last version of the resume. You will be surprised how resume is to be make up, how resume is refined. That is the one important part that we are going to help. And the second thing is interview. When people are asking a question, hey, what is function? Immediately you need to say that answer. What is function? As a pharmacy graduate, probably you don't know that. What is function? But it is mandatory. You need to learn the things. And of course, and again, one more thing I want to make it very clear. When you are learning the software, not only me, ask your faculty, hey, what is your first name and last name? First question. Second thing is which industry you are working there itself. After that, then only you need to go with the training, because now you are taking a decision is like a life turning issue, because you want to enter the corporate world. Once you enter the corporate world is going to pay up to the age of 60 is going to pay the salary. So that's the reason. Don't take a wrong decision. First of all, I want to make it, because now I worked as a lecturer. I started my career in 1990 as a head of department of statistics in Guntur. This was Tenali, that area. 10 years I worked as a lecturer and head of department of both mathematics and statistics. After that, in 1999, I came here. Now I'm an American citizen. When you see this picture, the American citizen picture is there itself. So then I'm working with a lot of these big companies, Pfizer, Novartis, all these companies, and parallelly I'm giving the trainings across the globe. That is my qualifications and my experiences. Why I put a camera is, but then you can see my face also. When you are going with other trainings, the problem is operation success, patient dead. You are not getting a job. Why you are not getting a job? Because of all these things. Today also I spoke to a couple of people. I'm asking very, very simple questions like which procedure you are comfortable or which functions. Can you please tell me the functions? They are not able to respond it. Why? Because they are responding. They know the knowledge, but spontaneously they need to give the answers. That means you need to have a practice. That is here that we are going to provide it. Okay, now I'm going to start with my first presentation. My first presentation with here. Bear with me for 1 minute. Are you able to see my screen now? Hello?
Yeah. No, we still see the A clear rejection is always better than a fake.
Okay, good. Because I have multiple monitors here, I want to, share these things. Okay, 1 second. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
SAS training demo session.
Yeah, I can see screen.
That's good. So when you see this one, I told you, education is the life. We are all here because of only education. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. So concentrate on your education. Another meaning of real happiness is quality education. But a quality education is, after completion of this, yes, you want to get a job. That's the beauty of, that's the concept of quality education. Unfortunately, I work with a lot of these Indian universities. Of course, I'm here also from universities. I'm a visiting professor. But the problem is there is a huge gap between industry and education. So we want to minimize that gap between industry and education. How to minimize the gap? It's impossible to eliminate the gap between industry and education, but we want to minimize the gap. For that case, our training sessions, we are going to provide you a lot of real-time situations. You need to practice the real-time situations. Now, you can see this demo is exclusively for our training model. What is SAS software? Why we need to learn SAS? Importance of SAS in industry. Our training sessions, duration, real-time situations and sample projects. We are providing a lot of documents, sample resumes, online documentations, and 100 pages of interview questions, and the placement process. And of course, you can ask any type of questions you have it. That's the next one is. I'm telling you, just now I mentioned about, before going to any training sessions, whether it may be Tableau or ClickView, what I'm going to teach very specific things. Analytics side, I'm going to teach only SAS and the Tableau and the ClickView and the data scientist, because my education is with economics, mathematics and statistics. So data scientist is the, that is my area, actually my core area. I'm moving to that direction. So that's one, I'm only in these 4 areas. That means analytics. So first you can ask about who is your faculty. What is his first and last name is important, and work experience. And if the software has a good market, suppose you are learning the software, by end of the day, you are not getting a job, you are losing your money. Forget about money, you are losing your time. That's the important part. So if the market is there, I'm giving a very simple example. When you are studying in your basic education, suppose when you consider about your 6th class, your study average is equal to total number of items divided by number of items. That is the formula used at your 6th class or 5th class. When you are going to 10th class, the same formula is used in multiple places, where you are going to calculate correlation coefficient. You want to calculate standard deviation. There we are also using this mean formula. When you are going to your graduation, mean is used 100 places. Same formula is used at 100 places. So formula doesn't change. Even after 100 years, the mean formula is going to be changed? No. But view is widened like this. So nowadays, statistics is used everywhere. Everywhere people are using statistics. So statistics means, suppose for example, you know that as the pharmacy students are here, pharmacy and medical graduates, we know that there is a relationship between hypertension and blood pressure. Suppose I want to prove it. I want to prove that there is a relationship between hypertension and blood pressure. How I want to prove it? Mathematically, I want to prove it. For that case, I want to calculate correlation coefficient. So I know the formula of correlation coefficient, covariance of xy divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. That is the formula for correlation coefficient. If I have like 1 million people, is it possible for me to calculate within a spontaneous time? No, it's not possible. We need to use certain software to calculate those things. What is the software? That software is SAS or S plus or SPSS or R project. These are all the softwares we are going to calculate this correlation coefficient. Why we want to learn SAS? Only one reason I'm telling you. FDA, Food and Drug Administration, who is providing the permissions, approvals for all these biotechnology and pharmaceutical companies, they are using this software. That is the reason all pharma and biotechnology companies they are using this software for sure. So that is the advantage for this software. So this software has a tremendous market. Future is good. Another 20 years, yes, SAS market is perfectly good. If it is going to be think in another 5 years, for example, I am the first person to move into other softwares. I don't want to increase the people with, okay, the software is good, statistics is good. I will explain you those things in later stages also. So this one, and market trend and job market. Check with any job positions like Indeed, Dice, Monster. People ask, hey, Venkat, SAS market is good or not? I am in a business. So I can say always, oh, market is good. Don't trust my words. Better you can check with the internet. Go to Indeed or some other places. Check with how many positions are there. Yes. You won't believe it. Now advantage is with 50 to 60% are work from home positions. That is the advantage. You don't want to move. Just know the Samir. Samir mentioned that his client is at Connecticut and he is working at Texas. It's a remote job. So there are a lot of remote jobs are available right now. So make sure that if you have a good subject in your hand, then definitely you are going to get the opportunities. Now, going back to here, we are only the persons providing all the information. My first name, last name, email address, everything I'm going to provide it. Right now, I'm not in India. I'm in Islin, New Jersey. Okay. So now you can see this is my information. Today I already sent this information to all of you. I'm a corporate trainer for a lot of these big companies like Novartis and Cognizant Technologies, Alembic Pharmaceuticals. Here a lot of these consulting companies. I'm a visiting professor for a couple of universities, Southern University, Rutgers, and University of Florida. These things. Now, these are all my certifications. You need to have the certification. People consider that, oh, I have a basic certification, advanced certification. I'm telling that having certification is only for one step ahead compared to other people. Just one step ahead, you are getting your interview. Interview, you need to speak up. That's the important part. Now, these are all my educational qualifications and testimonials. I work with these companies, etc. Everything. Company regarding why we want to learn SAS. Without statistics, nobody is going to take wise decisions. So statistics plays vital role on taking the better decisions. For example, now you want to enter into SAS market. Why you want to enter into SAS market? You are collecting the information from your friends and you are going, oh, which one is good? SAS is good or SAS Informatica or Abritio, some XYZ, etc. etc. You are getting the data and you are classifying the data. You are putting a tabular format and finally you are decided, oh, I want to go with SAS. That is nothing but statistics. SAS always helps to take better decisions in a corporate world. You know that who wants quality? Customer or manufacturer? When I am asking to the people, always people mention that, hey, customer wants the quality. Customer wants the quality. That's not correct. For example, when you see, I'm giving the best example, Samsung television, otherwise Apple iPhone. I am going to consider Apple iPhone is the best. Why people are using with Samsung? Why people are using with LG or Nokia? Because of, I am using Samsung for so many years because of there is a note system, you can write it down. That's only the reason I'm using with Samsung. Somebody using with the LG because of price. Somebody using with the battery, more battery in Nokia. So the customers have different opinions, different factors going to influence. But customer, manufacturer, he don't have anything. He should maintain the quality, otherwise he will be out of the market. So how to maintain the quality? First step is, then how to improve the quality without affecting cost considerations. Without affecting cost considerations, how we want to improve the quality. Those are all things comes under statistics. Particularly for a couple of BTech students are here. So they know that quality control, like, X bar chart, R chart, all these things. What is meant by control chart? Is a Shivert control chart is conceived and devised with Shivert is a simple pictorial device for detecting unnatural patterns of variations of data. Unnatural patterns of variations of data. So that is the, say when I am giving all the definitions, I don't have any paper in front of me. Just I am spontaneously. Education is like that. Because when you are going to the classes, a faculty is going to teach like that. Even of course, I am going to use that 5 million pages of documentation all the time. How to use the documentation. That is our model of teaching. We are not going to give a fish. We are going to teach how to catch a fish. So that's the way you need to learn the things. Then you are going to survive in the industry. So SAS always helps you take better decisions in a corporate world. No. SAS has 149 countries. Our software is installed at 80,000. This screenshot is from not my screenshot. Go to SAS website. You will find this one. Same thing. Okay. Next. 90 of these 100 companies in 2016, Fortune Global list of SAS customers. 90 of top 100 companies. When you see Pfizer, Pfizer is like, people have a misconcept. Like, oh, all pharma companies are using SAS. See, when you see largest pharmaceutical company is Pfizer, the Pfizer rank is, 47 or 48. Before 48, all are not pharma companies. So that means out of 100, 90 companies are using, means all financial companies, manufacturing companies, insurance companies, everybody they are using SAS. They are using SAS. That is advantage. And the next one is worldwide employees, etc., etc., everything here. Now see, the most important is 2015 R&D investment is 25% of the revenue. 25% of revenue goes to R&D. You know, Microsoft, how much they are spending? They are spending like 10 to 11%. Even 11% of the money they are spending for R&D, there is no competitor for SAS. But we are spending here is 25% of the revenue goes to R&D. That means there is no competitor near future. The very simple, middle class family, their salary is like, you know, if you consider about in India, their salary is like 4 lakhs per year, but their education expenditure is at least more than 1 lakh. Because 25% of the money that goes for development purpose, that is only the reason we are all here. Because, for example, our father and mother, they are spending just 10 rupees for our education, we are not here. Similarly, companies whose company is going to spend more money on development, that company is very good company. So that is the reason 2015 R&D investment is 25% of the revenue goes to R&D. That means there is no competitor for SAS in near future. Now, jobs. These are all the jobs. Like, you know, if you go to DICE, DICE website, when you see 13,536 positions with SAS analyst positions, we need only one position. And of course, Monster, 1,000 plus jobs. Okay, why we are? Why Conficer? Very simple. Our training sessions are result-oriented training sessions. By end of the day, results is very, very important. Here is 100% success on certifications. And second thing is, most of our students got a project in 6 to 8 weeks. See, most of our projects, I don't want to say that word 100%. Most of our students, they got a project in 6 to 8 weeks, means they have a strong determination and they have a strong commitment. These things is required. So that's the reason, of course, you know, I tried like more than 2 to 3,000 students, probably like 5 to 6 students, they did not get a project. That's not my problem. The problem with their end, because of their communication, because of their relocation expenditure, because of family constraints. All these things comes into the picture. So that is the reason, you know, it's not possible for any person to who satisfied 100%. Probably somebody like 1% or less than 1% is not satisfied with my services. I don't care about it, because the reason why it is like people are coming into my classes is by end of the day, they want to change their attitude. I'm telling you, you people don't have any visa issues. Think about it. If you are wasting one day, 8 into minimum $40, 8 into 40, $320 you are losing. Per 1 week, you are losing $1,500. Per month, $6,000. Per year, $72,000 you are losing. So if you have an attitude exactly like that, definitely you will get a project. And the next one is, when you see this, our session has not like hundreds of people. We have very limited sessions, and personalization is very, very important. And we are giving a lot of homework, lot of real-time situations. All these things you need to concentrate, and you need to do these things. You need to do the task, and when that, oh, this is the problem we have it. This is the situation. I don't want like, you know, go to the online 24 hours and check all those things. You need to try your own way, particularly for pharmacy students. I'm telling you, pharmacy students has so many issues. The first issue is they are not with the mathematics background. They have advantages is medical knowledge. That is their advantage. Disadvantage is they don't have programming logic. That is the disadvantage. When you are going for interviews, how you want to crack the interviews? Highlight your interviews, highlight your strengths, and suppress your these things, suppress your weaknesses. That's where we are going to train you how to you are going to talk the interview part. That we will discuss it later. The next one is most of our students, no one left behind is our policy. If you go to MIT Institute, everybody is going to get $500,000 salary. Why? Because no one left behind is their policy. University of Princeton or University of MIT or all these Harvard, all these universities, they have a perfect structure. So you need to follow our curriculum, and definitely you will get an opportunity. And the next one is, there is no substitute for hard work. I'm telling you, hard work is very, very important. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So you need to do hard work. That's very, very important. Our goal is people need to work hard. And the next one is, hard work and smart that gets success. Hard work means we are doing hard work. No, we don't do the smart work. That's very important. And the next one is, If you have a global legal certification, everybody considers that, oh, I am a certified. I'm telling you, only one thing is you are one step ahead to compare to other people. Just one step. Having the certification, you are able to get a job? No. But that's advantage. Of course, we are encouraging to take the certification because somebody tested your skills. That should be advantage. So definitely we have this. And what is required? Now we are talking about SAS. So these are all the skills is required. First is programming skills. That means logical thinking. That's most important. And we are always working with the data. That means database concepts. That's very, very important. Next one is like, introduction to SQL part, structured query language, because we're always working with data. Statistics is nothing but working with data. So we want to go with those things. And the next one is software development life cycle, SDLC. This is very, very important. So when you are going to become like IT person, we need to understanding about the SDLC concepts. The next one is version control systems, because we are working with a team. Like, I wrote my program for, I spent 2 months of time to write a program. Somebody is messed up the program. What will happen? That person is going to lose the job. So that's the reason I want to maintain different versions of Venkat version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, etc. Suppose the version 4 is not working, then we go back to version 3. It is not working, then go to version 2, something like that. So that type of version control systems, what this much. And the next one is like MS Office, Microsoft MS Office. Then most important is excellent communication skills. Excellent communication skills. That's very, very important. And the next, now these are all the skills is required to become like a SAS professional. Introduction to SQL, SDLC, version control systems, base SAS programming, macros, a little bit knowledge about SAS stat and SAS graph. We are going to teach the SAS stat also, what is required for you. Because I told you, like, I worked as a lecturer for statistics for 10 years. That's the reason I know what is required for as a statistical programmer. We are going to teach those things, output delivery system, and remaining applications like what is access, EIS, WAR, etc., those things. And SAS in various industries, how SAS is used in pharma, how SAS is in financial companies and insurance companies. Similarly, introduction to clinical trials and the CDISC, SDTM and ADAM, ISS and ISC tables. So safety and efficacy tables, some electronic signatures and ICH guidelines, something like validation, how to validate it, and the CRF reviews, case report form reviews, those things. And of course, we are going to provide you a sample project. That sample project, you need to do it without taking anybody's help. You need to do that. That's very, very important. Of course, we are going to provide you basic certification training also, and real-time situations. I will show you real-time situation of completion of this session. And we are going to help you to prepare your first draft of resume. First draft of resume means, like, I'm going to provide you 10 sample resumes. Prepare your first draft. What exactly you know that? What is this? Just 2 pages. Second week, second version. Third week, third version. And of course, we are providing like almost 100 pages of interview questions. Then you need to read the interview questions day one itself. Of course, documentation and course notes. We have like a material. We prepared that material. We are going to send it that material by post. So these are all our materials actually. Like this is the introduction to programming is one book. Another book is like basic advanced programming and the drug development process. These all contains a lot of these interview questions, real-time situations. People consider that as a Bible because all type of situations there we are going to discuss. And I'm going to conduct some mock interviews and placement help. Like exactly. Next, we don't want to take any contract, no commitment. No contracts, no commitment. That's the one thing you say. And the next one is like we have so many of training sessions here. Don't worry about it. No, see, this is the checklist. See, version 6, version 8, version 9. Of course, I prepared this document long time back when I'm working at Pfizer. So now version 6 is nobody is going to use version 6, version 8, version 9. So that's the reason we are going to teach something in version 9 and something in version 8. So that's why migration projects also you are able to manage. And SAS base, proc SQL, SAS stat, access, assist macro, and connect and graph. Those things is required. And operating systems like Unix, shell scripting. Shell scripting is not that much. Olden days is required. Now it is not much. And version control systems, Oracle and SQL, clinical data management systems, and electronic data capture. You should be familiar with these things. What is EDC? Electronic data capture, like inform, metadata, and RAW, HTML and XML, something like web scripting. All these things is required to become like a statistical programmer. And apart from this, you need to know these things. biopharma functional programming functional skills. That means unit testing and QC, analysis plan review, annotated CRF, CDISC, what is ADAM, what is SDTM. Some implementation guides are available in cdisc.org website. You need to take that one and you need to read a couple of domains information. Similarly for regulations like 21 CFR Part 11, validations on SDLC part, other skills, analysis of reviewing programming plan, database lock. What is database lock? I'm telling you, the logic is here. Draft protocol approved, first step. Protocol approved. Contract non-disclosure. Recruitment span starts. First subject, first visit. Say here, first subject, first visit. 2. Last subject, first visit. Last subject, first visit. That means recruitment is over. Then last subject, last visit. Treatment is over. Then after last subject, last visit, how much time is required to make database lock? Once database is locked, how much time is required to become analysis plan, CSR final? All these things is required to become like, what is the clinical trial whole process. So those type of familiar with all those things that's required. And the next one is like, we have like so many like testimonials from real people. When you see this one, my name is Kiyoshi Kyo. Several months ago, I luckily got SAS training from Venkat Ikkurthy. So and so, he referred my name to FDA. Several advantages I got it from Venkat Ikkurthy's class. What he is teaching mainly on his work experience. See, from my knowledge, there is a still huge gap between real world SAS applications in pharma industry and the SAS textbook. His teaching fills this gap greatly. He is not an Indian, he is a Chinese person. And if you write early, this is my cell phone numbers and home numbers, I said, don't give a call to him. That's not appropriate. So that's why you have a wonderful day. He referred my name to FDA actually. So that type of references. When you see this, respected Venkat Garu, I have taken BASIS certification today. My score is 94%. Thanks for your support, assistance in this point. Without your support, guided, it not made me score. And the next one is, these are all my old students' certifications. This certification model is 2003, 2004. Recent people certification is like this. Suppose you got certification recently, yes, your certifications is like this. This is basic certifications. These are all advanced certifications. See, if I put like 5,000 certifications, it doesn't mean. That's the reason I put only just to map off, just for sample, 10 certifications. Here. Now, placement is, everybody talks about the job. 100% placement. Who is giving 100% placement? We are giving 100% subject knowledge, 100% SAS side. Yes, I can give that 100% assurance. But training is between you and me. If you are not able to understand, I can teach 100 times. It's not between you and me. But interview, you need to convince with third person. If you are convincing the third person, then only you will get a job. So that is convincing the third person means we should have certain factors going to influence. Very first factor is subject knowledge. Second one is good quality resume. Third one is communication skills. Even if you have all these things perfectly, you don't have jobs in the market. Nothing is going to be materialized. So these 4 factors is going to be influenced. So how we have our own curriculum, how we want to do these things. See, market is good now. Otherwise, we don't want to conduct these demo sessions a day after another. We conducted day before yesterday. Almost like 7 people got joined in the session for next June 3rd batch. Into this session, almost like 15 to 16 people already in a conference. So tomorrow we are going to talk to them whether the interest levels. Most of our students, our curriculum for our students to achieve their goals. Your goal is grab the opportunity. That's all it is. Yes, definitely we will help you to those things. The next one is, our training sessions is not a free training. I'm telling you, we are charging the fee for the training. For that. So how much we are going to charge, that we will discuss it later. So then only, if you are charging the fees, then only you have right to expect excellent services from us. Excellent services from us. See, just the best example is like, if it is free, for example, I'm telling you, Google, open your Google email. Send an email to yourself only. Yourself. I am visiting Delhi next week. Just you can type those words and you can close that browser. Tomorrow morning you can open it again. When you open your browser again, you will find Southern Travels is offered Delhi trips so and so, so and so, so and so. But you did not send this information to any person. Who knows? Mission is reading that information. That means a free emails like Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, somebody is going to read it. I mean, not manual, it's not possible. The machines are reading all of your emails. But whereas here is not like that. Our approach is totally a different approach. Then we are going to get all these things. So that means our training is not a free training. Yes, we are going to charge the training for these sessions. By end of the day, I told you, like, when you are sitting with me for this 25 to 30 minutes, of course, you change your attitude. If you are wasting one day, yes, you are losing this much of money. Don't waste your time. Time is more valuable than money in this country. Make sure that you want to get a right person and you want to get your project. Probably like 1 or 2 people don't get a project, they put something in their websites, etc. If I'm asking the person, if they have a courage to put their name and phone number and email address, if the person is not getting a job, I will throw the $1,500 check next minute itself. But unfortunately, they did not put any of their names. They don't know all these things. But suppose I told you, like, if I have a student, I'm asking, hey, can you put all these things? Why I am giving unnecessary importance to that guys? Even they don't have courage to display their names. Because today I spoke to, not me, our people, I spoke to some person, oh, some Google has something like this. So what is mean, the person having a clear name and address and phone number, that makes more appropriate and reasonable. Otherwise, we don't care about it. So, because, always remember this, is a mango tree, people are throwing the stones because of the fruits. Because, for example, if you have another tree doesn't have any fruits, nobody is throw the stones. That is going to happen. People are coming with, with my offices and they are going to talk to me. By end of the day, they are very happy with our services because nobody is in this world is going to provide training like us. Because I have like 10 to 15 years of teaching experience as well as industry experience. I'm only the one person in the world having both teaching and as well as industry experience. Okay, now this is the time. I'm going to some real-time situations now. I'm going to this one, and I'm going to open some real-time situation. This type of real-time situations is required. SAS test question. Are you able to see my screen now? Hello? Which screen right now you're seeing? Oh, who is sleeping?
SAS test questions.
Okay, I'm going to open the test question now. Okay, I'm going to provide you the information like this. This is the dosage information. This is adverse event information. When you see this one, 001, 1st January 2003, 001, 2nd January 2003, we are giving a dosage, the person. And this guy has 31st December 2002 headache. We are giving a medicine on 1st January 2003. This guy got a headache and 1 day before. But when you are getting a final data set, there is no headache here. My question is like this. Using SAS procedures and data steps. SAS procedures and data steps combine dose and adverse data sets together to make a final data set. The final data set should include adverse events that occurred on a dosing date or 1 day after a dosing date. After a dosing date. That's a very important part. See? So, final data set should include adverse events that occurred on a dosing date or 1 day after a dosing date. That is my condition. I am giving that condition. I am giving these 2 data sets. I want to see this data set. How much time is required to complete this task? Generally, I am giving like 4 hours of time. You need to practice. You need to practice all these things. Then, if you are not able to get it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Then you can open the next page. You will find the solution. Suppose first minute itself, if you open the solution, it's not good. Because you need to practice. But every time you need to make it practice. Oh, this is not the way we want to do these things. This is not the way we want to do these things. This is not the way we want to do this. Finally, if you are going with the right direction, you will get it. So this type of real-time situations, we are going to provide it to all of our students. You need to do it. Only one thing is you have a strong commitment to make a success on that side. And of course, we are giving person-wise, when I'm talking to the person, okay, this is what exactly we are looking for. This is what exactly. then I'm giving some personal guidelines. Okay, if you want to get a project, change this, etc. Everything that we can do this. So most of the people are across the country, they are joining this session. You don't need to come down New Jersey here for sure. But of course, if you are desperately looking for a job, after 1 month, probably if you are coming to New Jersey, that should be good. Why? Because it's like on the time interviews and some real-time stuff, some projects, etc. You want to do it here, that should be good. First 1 month, you can stay in your place. Then you can work hard. You can do all your exercises, etc. Everything. Then you are coming to here. That should be more appropriate to grab these opportunities. So this is pretty much like, I have like a lot of things. And at the same time, I want to make it very clear on another thing is like, we don't want to do any unethical things. We don't want to do any unethical things means, for example, when you see this one, this 1 minute. I want to share the screen. How I want to. Are you able to see my screen now?
No.
Okay. So I already shared the screen. Because previously we are using WebEx. Just yesterday only I moved to Zoom. It has like 100 licenses. That's the only reason. Okay. What about now? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine, because certain things is required. For example, when you open these things, like, you need to consider about, we are not going to do any unethical things. That's first of all, I want to make it very clear on that side. And the next one is like, when you see this, you need to take your interviews. We are not going to provide you any of the type of unethical or proxy, etc. Everything. No, absolutely no. We don't want to do these things. And the next one is like, you need to practice yourself. And we have like a team of like 13, 4 or 5 people I want to put in a group. And every day you need to spend some time, like half an hour to 1 hour time. You need to go with like a Skype or other team viewer or something like that. Then you need to, somebody is going to ask the interview questions, etc. Everything. Absolutely, that is more appropriate and more advantage, because that's where you will be more comfortable with. Hey, I'm asking about what are the procedures you are comfortable. Immediately you need to say like this: what are the functions, or what is the difference between format and informat? So what is the LOCF? How to calculate LOCF? What is baseline? All these things, people are asking certain things. Absolutely, that should be more appropriate. So I want to put like 4 or 5 people in a conference, in a meeting. Then you can have it. That one I can do that, I can do these those type of things when we are going to start with something. So these are all the things we are going to provide it for all the students, and of course we are providing a lot of documents and of course some PDF books, and we need to install that software. I'm going to check with your computers which software you have it. So it is not appropriate like a learning edition or university edition. It's really tough to get a job using with the learning edition. So we want to provide you other software, which is pretty much is like industry standards software that we can do all these things. And we need to send a material by post, and all these things we can do it by before 3rd of June, because 3rd of June is our classes is starting shortly by 9 o'clock morning. That is Saturday and Sunday. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have like 4 days. We have a classes by 9 o'clock to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. That classes only in online. The faculty is at my India office at Guntur. So he is taking the classes, particularly for pharmacy and medical graduates and biotechnology. Those people, those classes are like very basic classes. So we have like a 24 sessions with 24 days, that's classes. My classes are like more like a business oriented and real time situations, etc., all those parts. Totally, that is with 36 to 40 hours a session. Mine is around 40 hours a session. Total, we have 80 hours of classes, and at the same time, at least you need to spend like 200 hours working with these things. Then it's easy for you to crack the interviews in a right direction. So any questions for now? Now this is the time for ask any type of questions. And whenever if you want to talk, just you can unmute your screen, unmute your computer, then you can talk. Otherwise, I'm unable to hear your voice. Hello? Anupriya, you have any questions?
Yes, you said that everything I mean, during training we get through so many things and we will be confident in facing interview. But well, when we apply for resume itself, if we don't have any experience, they don't consider us at all. Minimum like 3 years of experience. I have been through going like where vacancies for SAS programmers, especially for clinical SAS programmers. Wherever I'm looking at minimum experience of 3 to 5 years, it's like that. And if I'm expecting a remote job, like I'm a family person, so maybe I need to stay back home. So if I want a remote job, then definitely they need like 7+ years experience. So
Absolutely, that is true. That is true. Because why people are coming into my training sessions is simply they are borrowing my experience. That's first thing. And I am encouraging, like, see, that is person to person. For example, you mentioned your Anuprita, right? You are a BAMS graduate, where those type of discussions we cannot discuss these things in our meetings. We can go with like personalization, because when you got it and how much experience you have it, how extent I can help you. Because 3 years of experience is like is absolute is a mandatory. But you mentioned that you want to work only for what remote job from work from home. Yes, definitely. For example, some companies they want like a 2 weeks on site, and they are going to teach all those things, their systems, etc., everything. Then they can allow you to work from home. So those type of things, the person to person it will vary. But if we have it, there are two problems. One is with your when you are going to the work. It's not only for you, all of you. When you are going to the work, you have two problems. The first problem is the technology. Second problem is with the environment. So technology, if you are comfortable, environment we can learn. Facing two problems easy or one problem easy, you can decide. So, for example, if you are attending our training sessions, technology problem you don't have it. But environment problem, yes, even myself, I am going to the company, I have the problem because I don't know the environment, what it is going to do this. But if you have a strong knowledge in technology side, it's easy for you to go with environmental problems. So that type of things is going to be happening. It's absolutely all right. Minimum 2 to 3 years of experience. You don't have experience, they don't want to consider your resumes. That we have a plan of action to solve that type of things. That is not like a personal, in this meeting with 16, 17 people in a conference, I cannot say these things, but we have that we will discuss person to person. Clear?
thank you.
What about Devishri? Do you have any questions? Any?
No, not.
Okay, Jaya.
Okay. Yeah, I have one question. Actually, you said that there are a lot of full-time positions. But full-time position, they require a lot of background checks and all.
Yeah,
So,
they are going to check the background checks. They are going to check with your criminal history. We don't have any criminal history. They are going to check with drug. We are not taking any drugs. So what happening it is like, the only problem is with, they are going to check with your visa statuses. Yes, you are a green card or citizen or there is no visa constraints. That is going to be happen. That's not a big issue.
okay.
Okay, Naveen, are you able to hear any questions?
No, Venkat, I'm good.
Pragna?
Now I don't have any questions right now.
Okay, good. Samir? Hello? Samir, are you able to hear me? Okay. Saujanya? Hello? Shrikant?
Uh, do you provide only training or do you even provide marketing for the students?
That's your OPT, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, first of all, that's the reason I'm telling you. What is your bachelor's
Computer science.
or what is master's?
Computer science.
Okay, where are you located right now? Which university you're from?
SAS University.
Huh? New York, right?
New York, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's a good university. Definitely, definitely, we will help you. Where you already in OPT or your OPT is going to be start.
My OPT is going to be started in a month.
Oh, started in a month. Yeah, this is the time, because you will get 2 more years extension also. So definitely, this is the time you need to learn the things with analytics side, and definitely we will market your resume because you don't have any like visa constraints for 3 years.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
No problem. And Sujita or Sunita? Hello? Yeah, go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, right now I don't have questions.
And who is this 551? Shrikant? Hello? Anu and Pito, like of restriction, yeah, you can call me anytime, it's not, of course, no time is around 8:30. Yeah, you can call me like any person, if you have any questions, like personal questions, then you can call me, no problem. My number is, that my number is 732-662-0832. Yeah, that's any question, don't be hesitate. And I told you, like, this is our training approach, this is our concept behind it is. Yes, we are dedicated to provide a quality training. Particularly, people wants to survive in the job. Get job is not an issue. The issue is with survival in the job is the important part. So that is the reason I want to make a harsh with all these training sessions, etc. Everything. Suppose if I am not providing a quality training to all of you, the problem is once you got a job, that is a nightmare for me. Anytime you're asking, Venkat, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, that is a nightmare for me. So that's the reason I don't want to take that type of it. Of course, I can help to an extent, but I don't want to take. That's the reason I want to make it. Yourself is independent to complete all of your stuff. That's what I want to do these things. So any of your friends is desperately, aggressively looking for opportunities. Yes, we will help them to do only in analytics side because you know that industry there are 3 areas has tremendous demand. One is like ethical hacking and securities. Second one is with VMware and cloud. Everybody is moving to cloud. So third one is analytics. I am not expertise in those 2 areas. I am expertise in only analytics side. So in analytics, is a big company or small company, it doesn't matter. They want the reports. So that is the reason it has a tremendous demand. So this side. So I'm only in that area. I have that much of expertise in that areas particularly. Then we will help them to grab the opportunities, provided they don't have any visa issues, visa constraints. Okay. Thanks very much. Just call me if you have any questions. Don't be hesitate. Now I am ending this meeting. Anybody have any questions? Yes.
Yeah, I have one question.
Please.
It's Jaya.
Okay, tell me.
Actually, my friend is currently working in SAS programming. Just wants help with marketing her.
Example, I'm telling you, suppose she is working there itself or she took the training from other people, etc., everything. See, yeah, what is my interest? Because we are spending 70 hours of our training sessions, like giving the training. Then after that, you never see my face. Of course, now you are seeing my face. People are paying the fees without seeing my face. So I am going to. They trusted me. I am going to trust them. I want to market themselves only first. First step is who is training to take in from our end. Yes, we are going to make a marketing to those people. We are not going to entertain the marketing with other people. Why? Because they took the training from other people. They paid money to them. I don't know who is our faculty, how they are going to teach. All these things I don't know that. How I can market their resumes. That's first thing. If I want to market the resumes, first I want to see their resume. Then I want to see like all this stuff, like technical skills. If the really they are working on, suppose now you mentioned about everybody don't have any good experience, but they learn the software. That means that's a fact behind it is. Then we will work it out. We will work it out means if I want to provide some real-time project, not a real project, real-time project, then you need to work together. Then after that, you need to push your resume. Then it's easy for you to crack the interview part. Now also I am telling you, up to interviews, yes, 100% you are going to get the interviews. If you are not performing well in interview, again, back itself. See, that's something I am telling you, 100% placement assistance is there, but whereas 100% placement guaranteed, who is giving guarantee? Nobody is in this world is going to give the guarantee. Because subject-wise, I can do 100%. But regarding your friend, I cannot do the marketing in this point of time. I have enough people and enough people I want to do the marketing that side. Even still your friend is already she works in the industry, then she has so many contacts and so many all this stuff. If they are not going to help, I don't know what does this mean. No, that means we cannot do this. Anyway, ask her to give me a call sometime tomorrow. Probably I'm going to talk to her. Okay?
Okay, Mr. Venkat. Thank you.
Any other questions? Hello? Okay, that's what. Then I'm going to stop this meeting. Then we will go from there. Okay? Just call me if you have any questions. Like, and I got a message from Anuprita. You can call me anytime, no problem. Okay, thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks for joining my meeting. And also, if you want to learn about myself more, go to your YouTube and type with the Trump impact on Telugu. Then you will find the TV9 interview, which is available in YouTube. Just go and listen that interview. 1 hour live interview in TV9. Almost like 6 to 7 people watched that interview in live, and now it is close to 50,000 people in YouTube. Just watch that one, then you can identify how is my approach is. Okay, thank you.